Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. This video is all about how you can change your life through journaling. I've been doing journaling pretty much consistently for quite some time with a combination of physical and digital, and I found that journaling is the single most habit that has helped me transform my life positively. I genuinely think that if you haven't started journaling already, if you start doing it, it will drastically change your life for the better. People often ask me, how do you manage to do so much in a single day? I'm a doctor with additional responsibilities as a director of services at an NHS hospital. I'm also a singer, teaching Carnatic music, performing at gigs sometimes with bands, and occasionally serving as a judge at singing competitions. Alongside that, I'm still a student learning dance and Hindustani music because growth never really stops. At home, I'm a wife and a mum. I do all the cooking, host friends for get-togethers, attend school meetings, help with my children's studies, and yes, I still make time for late-night movies with my husband. I also regularly stay connected with my parents in India, checking in, talking, sharing life across the time zones, because family doesn't stop at geography. So here is the truth. I don't do everything every single day. What I do is I plan and prioritize. I use journaling to clear my mind, reflect and map out my days and weeks, and not just tasks, but energy. And I rely on the Eisenhower matrix, deciding what's urgent, what's important, and what can be scheduled and what can be let go. Some days are all about work, some days are for music, some days are for learning, some days belong entirely to family, some nights are for quiet connection, popcorn, a movie, and switching off altogether. And some days I rest without guilt. Yes, I genuinely love doing many things. But loving many things doesn't mean doing them all at once. It means being intentional, realistic, and choosing what matters today. Balance isn't about doing everything daily. It's about doing the right things at the right time and making space for joy, growth, and connection. So if you wear many hats, remember this: you don't need fewer passions, you just need better systems and kinder priorities. So this video is going to be split up into a few parts. Why is journaling so powerful? How it has helped me emotionally and mentally, my daily journaling routine, some actionable tips, deep dive, and reflective journaling. Now, the thing with journaling is that you probably come across it before. You might have seen some of the videos in various channels about the importance of journaling. But when I speak to people around me about this, most people know that they kind of should probably be doing some kind of journaling, but they're not doing it consistently. Or if they're doing consistently, they're not seeing the results that they would really like to get from journaling. So the key thing here is that it's pretty uncontroversial to say that actions that you take dictate kind of your outcomes in life, right? So you could take positive actions that would lead you on a good trajectory, or you can take actions that take you on a bad trajectory. Probably scrolling TikTok and Instagram for 8 hours a day is probably not helpful, but will take you on a negative trajectory. Learning some high income skills and choosing to start your business, for example, might take you on a more positive trajectory. All of this is the action that we take upstream of the action is a decision. Okay, so now there was a lot of theory. Now let's talk about the actionable tips. What are the things that you can tangibly, actionably do to start incorporating journaling in your life so that you can change your life? Number one, I would say get a physical journal. There are some great physical journals out there, which I've also used over the years. Actionable tip number two, I would recommend also having a digital journal of some description. So you can do some kind of journaling app for that. Apple has a free built-in journaling app. I use NoteShelf. And it's really cool because then you can look back at stuff super easily rather than having to bust out the journals and then find stuff. So yeah, having an app generally is quite helpful. Actionable tip number 3 is to get a list of prompts. If you are a beginner to journaling, I can give you some good prompts if you like. If you want some of my prompts, comment and I will share them with you. Actionable tip number 4, maybe this should have been actionable number 1, is that these days it's never been easier to start because you can always ask AI. You can use Claude, you can use Copilot, you can use ChatGPT, you can also use Gemini, you can use whatever you want. You can literally talk to any AI tool and you can say, I'm interested in getting started with journaling. Can you give me some interesting prompts? And it will give you some interesting prompts, and then you can just talk to AI and you can do your journaling in that way. Now, what I do to manage everything, I use Note Shelf as my all-in-one journal and planner. I have a monthly structure. At the start of every month, I create a monthly spread that includes, this is the plan for the month, which I fill in looking at my calendar. It's got both work, mostly work, and some non-work stuff in it as well. Now I add my check-ins, be it emotional or physical. Now I add a brain dump, work and personal, and I have some memorable moments, things I often come back to during the month and again at the end of the month for reflection. From the brain dump, I convert tasks to to-dos, which then I organize using the Eisenhower matrix into urgent and important. I learned this approach from the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People recommended to me by my divisional director at work, and it worked brilliantly for me ever since. Now I keep a running section for monthly catch-ups. I populate these like a few catch-ups during the month. I populate these as things arise because otherwise I'll forget what I want to ask or say when I actually meet that person. Then comes to weekly planning. Each month breaks into 4 or 5 weeks depending on the calendar. Weekly pages help me distribute priorities realistically. Balance work, music and personal commitments I've got each week as it goes. And then comes daily pages. Daily pages are for key tasks, focused priorities and notes from the day. I also take meeting notes live as I attend them with action points clearly highlighted so nothing gets lost. What I don't add to my to-dos is I intentionally don't clutter my planner with daily routines, cooking, time with my husband or children. These are non-negotiables for me. They don't need to be earned by ticking a box. Now there's also Google Calendar, which is not my journal. I add my dance classes, my bin days and my fixed appointments in there. I also have a loose rhythm, not rigid scheduling for calling my parents in India. Most days when I drive to work is when I call my parents. Sometimes it's planned, sometimes it's spontaneous, whenever they need me or when I feel like it. In a sense, my system works because it's structured but flexible, intentional, not obsessive, grounded to reflection, prioritization and relationships. It's not about doing everything. It's about doing the right things without losing myself in the process. I've noticed something powerful about the way I journal. Whenever I have an emotional episode, whether it's anger, sadness, overwhelm, or just heaviness, can't quite name, I open a deep dive journal page. I don't censor myself. I write exactly what I'm feeling in that moment, raw, honest, sometimes messy. And then something shifts. As the words flow, I can actually feel my emotions changing. The intensity softens, the tightness eases. almost without fail, that page slowly turns into gratitude. So let it happen. I continue writing, but now it becomes a gratitude journal. I find myself feeling thankful for my parents, for my dear husband, for my dear son, for the people who anchor my life, for love that holds me even on the days I feel unsteady. The transition always surprises me, yet it happens invariably. I've come to realize something important. These emotional waves don't mean we are weak. They don't mean we are too much. As women, we have these moments because we care deeply, we feel fully, we invest emotionally. We hold many roles, many relationships, many invisible responsibilities, and sometimes they spill over. That's okay. Journaling gives those emotions a safe place to land. It doesn't suppress them, it transforms them. What starts as anger or sadness becomes clarity. What feels heavy turns into gratitude. And I come out of it feeling grounded, softer, and more connected to what truly matters. This is not just journaling. It's emotional processing, it's self-regulation, it's self-compassion, and for me it's a quiet reminder that caring deeply is not a flaw, it's a strength. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye.